7:01. Susie, can you go up Pledge of Allegiance first? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry about that. Susie, roll call, please.
Councilmember Groves. Here. Councilmember Chambers is absent. Councilmember Salzweedl.
Here.
Councilmember Yankovic.
Here.
And Mayor DeVore.
Here. Motion to approve Marty's absence.
I'll make that motion. I'll support.
Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Marty's excused. Consent agenda for tonight. I'd like to change both of the old business and both of the new business items to table until next meeting, when we can have a full council.
New and old, did you want to still have a...
No, Charlie's going to do it in December too.
Oh, he's going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going back to some.
Yep, I have some administrative stuff I have to handle at 7:30, and Marty wanted to be here for these agenda items. But his
Do you
board
need a motion to table it?
motion to approve the agenda with the amendments for all the items being tabled.
I'll make that motion.
I don't understand it, but I'll support it.
Oh.
Well, we still
We're
need to
tabling it.
approve
I know, I got it.
approving the
I'm just
minutes
kidding.
and paying the bills, just changing the agenda to have no business. Motion and a second. Any other discussion? Sue?
Councilmember Groves.
Yes.
Mayor DeVore.
Yes.
Councilmember Salzweedl.
Yes.
And Councilmember Yankovic.
Yes.
All right, public comment? There are no agenda items, so you can talk about whatever you want. Yes. Yes. Welcome back, Terry.
Well, you might not be clapping after it. Perry Beecham, reside in the city of Lowell. Last Thursday, I met with Rich and Mike Burns. We had a great discussion on some items. We talked a little bit about this, but I just want to say this to the council and to the public. And it has to do with the water, our water system and the water issue, working with the township and that. I feel like we're in an adversary relationship, and I believe that we should be in a partnership. And I'm not saying any one person or group is at fault for that. I just think we should be looking at it and working together. I feel like there needs to be further discussion. It's been implied that the city ratepayers don't need the township, and I believe part of it is the growth. The need is for the township needs more water. The city, with the pumps and things that we have, we probably don't need those things. But again, I believe that the township is partially paying for salaries, some different things, and I could be wrong, but I was told that. And I just feel like if the township goes and builds their own, I think it's going to increase our rates here in Lowell. I also would encourage the city to, we have Lowell Lake Power, we use utility financial solutions to figure about our rates and different things, and they also do water and sewer, and I would encourage the council to look at hiring them to look at your rates. They show us, how much cash on hand do we have, and if we have this rate, well, we have 120 days, and if we go to this rate change, it'll give you 140 days of cash to operate. And that number is significant when you're going for bonds and different things. And again, we had a really good conversation about that. They are nationally known, but they are locally owned. They're out of Holland, Michigan. And I would just, I don't know, 15, 18 years ago, low light power was going in the wrong direction. We made some changes and brought in UFS, and they have put us on the right trajectory, keeping our rates lower than surrounding providers like consumers. But again, I just think it's something that we should really look into. And again, I just feel like there needs to be further discussion with what's going on. And you know, when I say partnership, doesn't mean it's 50-50. It could be 70-30, 10-90. You know, there's just different things that I won't beat a horse to death. I just would like to see us be partners and come to a solution. So, thank you.
You can keep the applause. Anybody else? All right. Board and commission reports. Cliff?
It was weird. Look, for the last 2 years, we've had way more applicants than we had money. And this time we gave the police department $5,000 towards a sign. And that was the only request we had.
Jim?
Low Light Power had a meeting. Charlie's going to talk about several things that were discussed. The only thing I want to add is that there were a couple of anniversaries last month, and Mark celebrated 24 years. I think everybody knows who Mark is. Yep. And Emily was a high school student who came in part-time, and now I think she's with us full-time?
No, that's Faith.
Oh, Faith.
Yeah,
Oh,
Faith, sorry.
I do have Faith, sorry, Faith. And she's been there 1 year, and she came in as an intern, so that's all I have on the list.
All I've got is papers, night of chairs coming up on the 8th, so participate.
Do you want to do any more on your board meeting? Or?
No, I'll touch base. I'll make a quick announcement. We'll update. We're going to be updating our hours in January. Stay tuned for more news to come about. I'll make a more detailed presentation at the first meeting in December, and then I'll less than thunderous announce that we did receive a national customer satisfaction award. Hit the newspaper today. Thank you for posting that. But yeah, I'll provide more details, but we did receive a national customer satisfaction award. I'll talk about that in December as well.
Okay.
Water and electric, two things that go well together.
Yeah. The old toaster in the bathtub trick, huh? All right. Any question on the budget or monthly reports? Mike, is city manager report?
Yeah, a couple items. First off, congratulations to Mike DeVore, Jim Salzweedl, and Eric Barkus on your elections to City Council. Looking forward to working with all three of you. Affordable housing plan. The Housing Next group will be coming to our January 16th meeting to discuss that with you. To start thinking at a higher level about that. We're also going to be approaching the Planning Commission in February, along with the Brownfield/DDA in February as well. So to start talking about maybe putting a housing plan in, for the future for that. The Monroe Street parking lot, last week they did put the leach basin in to correct some of the ponding, most of the ponding issue. It's a lot better than it was. And then in the spring they will replace that. So at no cost to the city. Trying to go through these real quick. Assessor Deb Bratchett gave her notice a couple weeks ago that she's going to be stepping down at the end of November, beginning of December. I'm working with the Kent County Department of Equalization to take on our assessing role. I plan on having an agreement and discussing this with you at the December meeting, and that's all I have.
Any questions for Mike? Appointments. Handsome gentleman in the back is going to continue on the Arbor Board. Nobody's opposed to that. And then Sue and I will continue to work on the rest of them. Council comments. Cliff?
Christmas through Lowell rocked. Everybody I talked to, store owners, artists, people who had stuff in their house. Yeah, so kudos to Shannon and her team.
Love it. Jim?
Speaking of that, I did have a concern regarding crosswalks.
Mm.
People just cutting across the road, thinking that this is where I can come across. And I probably went through town 8 or 9 times. It seemed like every time I saw somebody with a small child or somebody trying to jaywalking, yeah, crossing where they didn't. And I think that if we could get MDOT, whoever has to paint the crosswalks a little bit better, they are not very visible when you go down there, or, you know, where the white patterns are.
This
So,
one here especially is bad.
what's that?
This one
Yeah,
here
so I'm
is-
just saying in general, so I don't know what can be done. I mean, it's a busy time. Like Cliff said, everybody I talked to either sold out, had to go get more stuff. It was a busy weekend. The weather was great for that, so hats off to the whole organization.
Was the Riverwalk crosswalk, don't you guys usually
They
put the
usually do
little
that for
green guy out
Riverwalk
there and the?
only for
We
Riverwalk.
will if they're requested. If
Yeah,
they're
they did
requested.
not. So I talked to Shannon about that and asked if she could look at maybe looking for some support next year from the police to do that. Not just there, but other areas too. So I talked to her today about that, so no problem.
I was just gonna say hats off to the chamber. It was a great event. Like I said, everybody I heard from had nothing but compliments and had a good time.
Good. I apologize to everybody who came tonight for the sudden agenda change, but couldn't be avoided. Congratulations to Eric and Jim. But
Want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving and adjourn at 7:14.
I'll support. Motion and a second to adjourn. Any
Sorry.
discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I don't even have to record the voice.
No,
I get to go home.
no, but we had to record yours.